Hello and welcome. If you are looking at buying a modern or new property as a home or business, or you already own one that has problems, then this video will help you. But we do need to advise you that a little knowledge can be dangerous, and we are more than happy to help you. Please call us if you have any questions on free phone 0800 298 5424 or email me at help@firstassociated.co.uk. This video highlights some of the problems with modern and new houses and also the potential. We would suggest that you have something to make notes with regarding anything you see that you want to discuss with us. Are you buying the right modern or new build property at the right price? We would say you need a trusted expert such as an independent chartered building surveyor who has specialist knowledge of modern and new properties. One of the things we would say about these properties is whilst they look like traditional properties, they are often constructed in quite different ways. We would generally comment that a modern or new property is built to a price, although in theory it is also built to a standard using building regulations or the NHBC. You need to remember the estate agent is working for the seller and the developer's agents are working for the seller. It is the independent chartered building surveyor who is working for you. We will advise you whether the way the property is constructed and the issues that we find make this the right property for you at the right price. This is one of the things that an independent chartered building surveyor can help you decide. For example, one of the main factors that we see that has affected modern and new properties is the adding of insulation. This has changed properties considerably. Just tap a modern or new property wall and you will hear they are hollow. This is because the walls are dry lined and usually have insulation behind them, but you can't see this. Adding of insulation, of course, has its good points, but it also has unintended consequences. We are coming across an increasing number of houses that have black mould and condensation problems. Soffit boards started to be vented to vent the roof space. Because we are insulating more, we are starting to get condensation and therefore do require ventilation. You need to look out to see if the property has good ventilation. This could be from a running vent or from circular vents. The air should go in at the soffit board and out at the ridge. This is something your independent chartered building surveyor will check and advise you on. Without this, you can get interstitial condensation and surface condensation. We get a lot of rain and rain can damage the property considerably, so your gutters, downpipes and hopper heads are very important. Traditionally, we used cast iron and lead. On most modern and new properties, we use plastic. Older plastic tends to be affected by sunlight and becomes brittle and deteriorates and fades over time. More modern guttering tends to creak and sometimes the joints come unlocked, but most importantly with gutters and downpipes, there is a lack of skilled people carrying out this work and a lack of thought going into how the gutters and downpipes are altered when extensions are added. Poor guttering leads to dampness in the property. Deterioration of materials such as brickwork gets moss and timber gets damp and deteriorates. There have been some innovations in this area more recently where we have double-lined gutters, which is a strengthened gutter which helps stop the movement from the sun expanding the gutters. The jury is still out on this. GRP, also known as fiberglass, is used on roofs on modern buildings. The problem is often they are put on wrong. It could be it's too hot or too cold or the mix of chemicals are wrong. Fiberglass is great for surfboards but not so great for roofs. One of the biggest things we are coming across is where people use spray foam, and one of the biggest talking points is how good it is. Whether it is open cell or closed cell, they perform very differently but can look very similar to the untrained eye and can lead to you not being able to get a mortgage. If you would like a building survey or have any questions, please contact us on free phone 0800 298 5424 or email me for a quote at help@firstassociated.co.uk. Thank you.